Call Paul Weil. Hi, this is Albert. Can I help you?
Hey, this is Janet Curtis in Nashville. I had signed up for the,
Home actions. Yeah.
I have not received any
Really nothing, like not even a welcome to thank you for joining? Wow.
It wasn't even
Okay, let me, can I have your last name again, please?
Curtis.
Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I'm jumping on a 15-minute webinar here. I'll get the answer and make sure you get your stuff today. Don't worry. Thanks. Bye-bye. Hello, Eric. Good morning. You're still on mute, Eric.
Okay, there we go.
There
Sorry
you go.
about-
Now you hear me okay?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. Let me,
So, well, I knew there was going to be some people on, but I don't see anybody on the call with us.
all right. How many do you have in the room there, Eric?
Oh, I work from home. I'm by myself.
Oh. So I thought, no, I thought I was under the impression you were in the conference room at your office. That's okay.
No, but Darren, I mean, that's where Darren and those guys would be. So, let me shoot him a quick text, see what's
Yeah,
up.
take your time. I'm in no hurry.
Showtime. Oh, okay, he's texting me.
You're still there, right, Eric?
Hold on, yeah,
I'm in a hurry. If you track them down, that's fine.
yeah, I'm working, I'm trying to. Apparently, they thought it was 10 o'clock. I mean, 2 o'clock, not 10 o'clock. Even though I sent out 5 emails.
Yeah.
Literally from the time we talked last week, I've sent out 5 emails to these guys.
Yeah.
So, it must not be important to them. Yeah, I mean, I just texted them. Let me see if they respond. I don't have a response yet. Yeah.
Do you want me to see what's available this afternoon or tomorrow?
You can, but I hate to keep putting you off. I mean, it's,
No, I understand you're trying. Agents are, their own problems sometime.
well, they are. So, yeah.
Or would you want, can you do this in an hour? Would it even be available in an hour?
Well, Darren's texting me right now. He's our broker. He's saying he might be able to log in for a few. But he's already a client. He's already signed up with you guys.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, I can do a one-on-one with him if he wants to learn, some of the newer things. That's no problem.
yeah, I'll see.
All right, so do you want to wait until they get back to you on the text and see
Why
if,
don't we just give it like 2 minutes?
yeah, no problem.
2-3 minutes. I apologize.
I could run through it in 15 minutes. If we get one
Yeah,
person.
and I actually I have another call at 10:45.
We'll be done
With
by
another
then.
one of my ventures. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, yeah, no problem. I thank you for trying.
Yeah,
You didn't guarantee me a head count. That's all right.
well, still, but I know what it's like.
No, because if they're interested in, if we can keep them in November, I could save them about $250.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh, Darren is on. Hey, Darren,
Oh,
you there?
cool.
Yeah, hey
Hi,
there.
Darren. Eric was trying to track down some others. They apparently thought it was 2 o'clock, not 10.
Yeah, the invite goes, the Google invite, it's wild how it works if you use Google, right? As soon as you go to input it, whatever time of the day is you're inputting the meeting, it kind of just assumes that's when you want to do it. I think that's what Eric put in at 2 o'clock, and gosh, I do that all the time too. It's very common.
Oh,
So I didn't know. Apologize for my tardiness, and actually I'm getting ready to head to the airport here in about 10 minutes.
No, Darren,
fly out.
if you already have this, so you and I can do it, an in-depth one-on-one when you have 15, 20 minutes. You don't have to do this now.
I know, I mean, I think the key is, this is to Eric's credit. I mean, we're trying to pull together, to be able to present to everybody how what the value is. And I am a big believer, that.
Yeah.
By continuing just to support it. And I know Eric's back on, and then we got some other folks I know I can help.
Yeah, we just got, N Dunn is just logged in. I don't know if that's a he or she.
Yeah.
N Dunn.
That's me. Hello. How
Oh,
are
hello
you?
there.
How's it going?
Good. My name's Albert, and Eric and Darren are on the call. And Darren's going to jump off in a few minutes. He already has the program, but we could show him some new stuff. Eric, you're a big believer in the program also. So, Eric, you think anybody else to jump on?
Neil, are you in the office?
I am. I got Shaler with me. Brandon's out on vacation. Karen, I think she's here. She was gonna hop in.
Okay.
Can you see if you can find her? Or I'm in no hurry.
Are you on,
Sure.
do you see his screen or no?
Yeah, I could see it.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask you this, Albert. Do you guys, is this presentation, is this something that you can send to
Yeah, I'm
to
recording
Eric
it.
so I can forward it to some of the other agents in the office and we can
Yeah,
use it?
I'm
'Cause we did training
recording
every
it now,
week.
Darren. And the operative word is saving them some money today, because in November, we got a special running that we don't probably until next March.
Okay,
So we're gonna save the agents $250 on this thing. And if they decide to join it just for a month at a time, we could save them a boatload of money in November. So I'll send you this link later on, but you're gonna be on a
And
plane,
do you have an
right?
ad? Do you have a marketing deck, like a marketing slick? Is it on something that has the savings and what it is, just so we could package that up on a?
It's on the last page of the PowerPoint I'm using, which will be in this demo.
Perfect. Okay, great. Well, hey, with
And then
that, I apologize. I gotta bounce. I still have to finish packing.
Yeah, so
to
maybe,
get out of
maybe
here.
Eric can send everybody this thing.
Well,
Yeah, I'll
Eric,
do
package
that.
it all up, and Neil, we'll want to send it out to all the agents with a little bit of caveat that we're big supporters, and this is a really good program at a great price. So we'll
Okay,
talk
so-
about it after. Neil, if you're still on, we'll talk about this after and how to package it up and send it out to everybody.
Yeah, I'm here. I got, Karen and Shaler, we're all on the same computer, so.
Oh, okay,
Okay, good.
all right,
Okay, with
Darren,
that,
so
I'll
we'll
talk
talk,
to you
Darren, you
guys
can
later.
stick around for as long as you want.
I'm gonna bounce. I'll talk to you later. I
Yeah,
appreciate
you
all
get
your
on the
help.
plane, okay,
Okay, thanks. See ya.
all right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, guys, so let's get started here. Everybody can see my blue screen?
Yep.
Okay, so good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Albert Clark. I'm over in, or up in Scranton, Pennsylvania. And I'm the creator of the Home Actions e-relationship platform. And I've been doing this sort of work for agents for a little more than 20 years. 20 years ago, I built the first ever electronic newsletter for agents. And I've been stuck in this business ever since. Now, we all know real estate's a numbers game. You've been in the business long enough to know that the more relationships you have, the more nurturing you can do, the better you can protect your pipeline, the better off your numbers are going to be. So when I ask agents, why can't they do the best possible job of staying in touch? They always say, Al, I have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I don't have everything. So what we've got is a everything solution to helping you build top of mind awareness, to help you build a bigger pipeline. In fact, increase that repeat business, because NAR indicated that last year, only 13% of consumers that said they would reuse their agent for another deal actually did. So some agents are getting out of bed this morning, losing 75% of their future income stream because they don't have a game plan. They don't have a system. So the first thing we know that agents need is a new database. I would bet if I was in front of you right now and had you raise your hand and ask you, do you have a list of everybody you've known the last 5 years with email addresses? They're all going to say, oh yeah, sure I do, but it's in Gmail, it's in the MLS, it's in the CRM, it's in the cloud. It's all over the place, but not in one place. So what we do is we go into all these locations or any others where you might have email addresses, pull them all out, clean them up, and build you a brand new database. And we verify it that all the email addresses are good. We take out the spam traps, everything else. And then every 2 weeks, not once a month, it's every 2 weeks, we fire off a highly branded newsletter full of information that helps the consumer manage what they have now. Not really worried about the future business 10 years down the road. Let's build an allegiance with this client base starting today. So every 2 weeks, we write all the content, we do the sending, the unsubscribing, everything that needs to be done. And we provide what we call conversation starters. You now have something in common with these people because every article I'm showing you is tracked. If you want to set an alert on it and you want to know when somebody clicks on this, this, and this, or predictive content, we're going to tell you that. So after every article gets open, we also ask them to vote on the article, how well they like it. So you'll see some of our results coming down the street, but everything I'm showing you is trackable and it's what we call defensible because it helps you build this pipeline of allegiance with your clients, prospects, and friends. One of our most widely clicked articles, and I hope you guys agree, everybody wants to know what the house down the street sold for. So what we do is we go into RPR for you and we pull out really cool reports and we put them right on the newsletter. You'll see those blue buttons in the middle. When you click that, up comes this really nice market report for that zip code, excuse me, and everything that's sold from last night going back 3 months. Again, everybody wants to know what's sold. And as soon as that green sold sign is clicked, we're going to send you a text and an email in 30 seconds to let you know who clicked it. Because 43% of consumers clicking on this kind of information are doing their own research in front of the agent, not behind the agent's back now. We don't want them going to Zillow for this because you don't know what they're getting. Chances are you're going to lose them if they have to go to Zillow to find this out. So what we do is every 2 weeks, we'll go into RPR for you and pull out the freshest data. A new service we offered probably about 2 or 3 months ago is called the the Hometown Small Business Directory. What we're doing now is scoring PR points for the agent because the agent is now supporting small businesses on their main street or whatever you want to call it, downtown area, and helping mom and pop stores, you know, the Italian deli, the beauty salon, the hardware store. whatever it is, we're able to build directories inside this newsletter. It scores you guys some PR points because every professional should be helping every other small business, recover from the Corona crisis. Okay. So this is what we do. We ask you, you don't have to, there's no charge for this, but for the agents to see value in this, every 2 weeks, just send us 5 small businesses in your area and we'll build a directory like we did on the right-hand side there. And of course, we'll tell you who clicks into the directory. So when you're talking to that small business person, scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Let's look for some referral business here. Now, what else we feature with this content is called predictive content. Articles that when opened are open for a reason. Somebody's interested in that topic. So we all know you don't need 20% down payment for a mortgage anymore, right? And probably half of that sometimes. So what we know is people that are interested in finding down payment money, it probably make for a great conversation with you guys, right? So what you know is as soon as somebody clicks that article, 30 seconds later, boom, 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 you have an opportunity, a reach out, a conversation starter, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and promise you hot leads every day. These are conversation starters that lead to stronger relationships. Another one, and you guys can jump on this one today. 7 out of 10 homeowning families with a mortgage today have no idea how much equity they have in their home. They know it's good, but they don't know how much. So if they have to go to Zillow to find this out, you're going to lose them. We want them to keep in front of you, keep in front of your newsletter and your website by offering them a quick CMA to show them what their house is worth. And studies show, and you know this, they're not going to put their house on the market until they get that number. Now, everything I've shown you so far is what we call exclusive. So Eric's email addresses that he has in his system became exclusive. Nobody else can attack Eric's database with this, or Darren's database, okay? Darren's got this also. So again, the idea is let's do something exclusive that no one else can deliver this high level of valued services. Again, email exclusivity, we've been doing this for years. We don't want consumers getting 5 newsletters and 5 different, days of the week. That doesn't happen with our system. Now, for those of you that are knee deep in social media and trying to score some more points there, we've got a built-in social media system where you could put your whole newsletter on your social media sites or any of the articles in the newsletter or any of the articles in our 1,200 articles in our library that we wrote for you, okay? So you can just drag these articles right into social media. It takes about 10 seconds. I could explain that later if you want, but you'll just suffice to say, you'll never run out of good content for social media marketing. In fact, this is how it would work. This agent just threw up the RPR article and she knows who's clicking on the RPR articles, okay? So what we're all about is helping you take all this great information that we write for you and get it engaged more so than otherwise would have happened. Now, after the newsletter launches, for the first 3 or 4, I'm going to personally call you and say, hey, Jim, let's click on this report and I'll show you where your opportunities are. So what's really cool about our system is the fact that half of your readers that open it once are going to open it multiple times throughout the next 2 weeks. We know this because we track all the opens, clicks, and shares. So for this example, we sent out 1,336 for this agent on the left-hand side there. 615 opened it at least once. But look at that smaller number on the right there, 1,016. Half of your readers are going to open your newsletter multiple times. The only way they could do that, gang, is if they keep your name and your subject line in their inbox. And as they go up and down their email 500 times a day like we do, impression, 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 okay? That's what we're going to guarantee you is mind share, awareness, because you're delivering some in-demand content they can't get anywhere else. And then there's a couple other metric reports, who opened what articles and how many times. Here's 28 people that wanted to know what's sold down the street. Well, I'm telling you about 13 or 11 of them are actively doing their own research before they call the realtor. But as you can see, they're doing all this stuff in front of you, which is great. That's what we want, for them to be reliant upon your newsletter every 2 weeks for good information. After every article is opened, we ask the reader to vote on the article. You see this, and we see this. My content people see this. Are we hitting the nail on the head with our content? And yes, we are. Trust me. So all these questions, when they get answered, go back to you. So you can create another conversation starter because, hey, Jim, you told me, you might know somebody that needs real estate services. That's what it's all about. So every article open is a chance at getting one of these. But at the end of the day, when you wrap all this up, what we do is portray you as a homeowner advocate. We want you to become the advocate that your clients need, because there's a lot of stuff going on that they need to be aware of. On the left-hand side down the bottom, live links every day now with the Consumer Product Safety Commission to highlight dangerous products in the home. Over on the right, we track all the IRS scams, right? Everybody's, and it's going to ramp up now in January, trying to rip off senior citizens. On the right there on the bottom, you've come across this problem where your clients say, oh, my Credit Karma score says I'm a 750. But by the time you do a FICO, it's 680, okay? So some of these credit score apps just aren't up to what they should be when they say it's free. That's just a perfect example. Now, we know that you guys can't compete against Zillow for great neighborhood information. So what we did was we went out and built a widget, and it's called the Neighborhood 360, and it grabs all this data why people run to Zillow and never come back to the agent's website. Well, it's called Neighborhood 360 because we cover every neighborhood in the country that's surrounded by every front door in the country, up to 150 million of them. There aren't any more addresses in the country than 150 million. So this report opens up right on the consumer screen. You don't have to do anything except sit back and check that email as to who just pulled up the report for 59 Hillock Woods. And why do they want the report? All this data goes to you immediately. So look what we got on 59 Hillock Woods. Demographics over on the right-hand side, single family, square feet, recent sales nearby. Now, these aren't comps. These are just all sales nearby, any address in the country. Pulled up on a report, instantly available 24/7. Then we get into rent versus own, the tax information. What's the average tax bill there? Cost of living information, income levels in the neighborhood. Where are all the schools? What schools? We don't get into what school their kids are going to go to. We just let them click all these blue buttons and they could find out what school their kids are going to go to, because we want to keep you out of that trouble. And then we get into our Yelp inspired section where we know what's going on within a 3-4 mile radius of any address. So where are we going to go for happy hour? Where are we going to go for fine dining? What stores are in the area? Specialty food stores. Everybody needs those these days, right? Well, let's show you we got and how many miles away it is from that listing. Then we can get into the fact that everybody has to be a pet-friendly realtor. So you know where all the Petco stores are, you know where the dog walkers are, the veterinarian hospitals, all within a few miles of that radius of that house. Places that we're going to work out. If you're into physical fitness, you got to live by a gym, we know where they all are. If you're going to want to get your tattoos removed, your hair done, your toenails done, whatever it is, we know all the beauty salons and those kinds of locations. Got to live near a Starbucks? We know where they all are. How about a coffee shop or a great breakfast diner? We've got them all built into this report. And then at the end, there's another report you can click on right inside the newsletter. It's called Neighborhood Navigator. Tell me what my house is worth, okay? You can't find a better lead than this when somebody calls you or reaches out to you by email and says, hey, Eric, can you tell me what my house is worth? Well, if you've got a what's my house worth widget on your website, we could use that one. If you don't, use ours. This is the CoreLogic ABM, the most accurate one in the country. We're going to give your reader a value range on the price of on the value of their home, and then you could use that to do a quicker CMA, a more in-depth one, okay, instead of a value range. So that's called Neighborhood 360. It also comes with the home value estimator. So at the end of the day, we know what to send, when to send it, how to send it. We know how to create these conversation starters for you. And we know how to lock in exclusive value, because you don't, I would hope by now, you don't want your clients getting this from Keller Williams or Century 21 or anybody else out there, okay? So the idea is that we're giving you this opportunity, a first mover advantage, to get your database built and contacts into the system, and then they will be secure. And then we're going to talk 5 or 6 times before your first newsletter goes out to make sure that you like what's going out, okay? And then every 2 weeks, you're going to get a 4-day notice, and it's going to say, hey, Eric, in 4 days, your newsletter's going out. Do you want us to add anything? We could bring in your listings, your just solds, your open houses, local events, Christmas tree, fund drives, whatever it is. We will publish all this information for you because you don't have the time to do it. So we will be your publisher to make sure that what you got, you're very proud of what goes out to your client base. And there's no limit to the number of agents. We have agents using this program, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 email addresses, okay? They've been collecting email addresses ever since they've been making them. Now, what we're all talking about now is going to be hopefully to answer your questions about how do you get this, okay? There's 2 ways to subscribe to our program, and then we'll ask some questions here shortly. There's a monthly payment plan and there's a quarterly payment plan. And Eric already negotiated with me to get rid of the $99 setup fee that we always charge agents, okay? Usually there's a $99 setup fee and then a monthly fee. The monthly fee is $69, but for you guys, we're taking it down to $60. So what we're asking you to do is to contemplate joining with our program. Instead of the $99, wipe that out, $60 to get going for a newsletter every 2 weeks. Cancel at any time, no contracts, literally month to month, okay? You can commit to that for $60 and then stay at $60 a month until you fall in love with this thing, probably a month, and then you can move to the quarterly plan. So right now, the monthly payment plan costs a little bit more. The quarterly plan saves you the most because there's 4 payments of $160, which is $640 for the year. $640 compared to $720, okay? So that's $70, $80 difference between the monthly plan and the quarterly plan. But some agents like to reserve their cash flow. So for them, 60 is worth it. They always at the end of their first month, transfer over to the quarterly plan to save more money. Why? Because we proved to them that this thing works. And this thing does work. I would risk my professional career on telling you that this is the kind of marketing that consumers need to see. Because if you're sending them chicken pot pie recipes and moving day tips, it's probably not going to work. I know it's not going to work, but sometimes agents feel good sending that stuff out. So again, $60 commitment, no contracts, cancel anytime you want, month to month. The last thing I need you to do is going back to Eric and Darren and saying you got ripped off by this guy in Scranton. That doesn't happen, okay? So let's open this up for some questions now about the program, about the payment plans, whatever you want. I just want to assure you that everything we're going to do for you, I'm going to manage the account for you as president of this company because Eric asked me to. Make sure you get the value out of this thing that we promised you. So let's have some questions, please.
Al, is there any minimum number of leads that you can meet that you need in the system or?
Well, no, we're suggesting you have about 100 to start, okay? And that's you can get that out of Gmail in about 2 minutes, 100 contacts, because everybody that ever emailed you in Gmail or you've ever emailed is a contact. So we're going to go everywhere and find all the email addresses that we can that an agent has in all these various systems. Okay, so there's no magic number. More is obviously better. You can't buy a list though. You can't go out and say, give me, find me 50,000 email addresses in this part of the state. That's not going to work, and we'll throw you off the system for that. But you have to have these email addresses in some of your systems. And then, if you have a list from your church, your soccer mom list, your little league, whatever it is, you see email addresses, get them into the system. You can put them in one at a time, or you could just send us an Excel spreadsheet with your email addresses on there. So again, there's no limit, or there's certainly no minimum that you should have on the program.
Okay, cool.
Next question, please. Any other questions, please? Anybody see any negatives why this wouldn't work for you?
Do you have a list? Do you have a list of people that you keep track of?
Honestly, no, I don't, to tell you the truth. I mean, I don't have too many personal contacts, that I'm keeping track of a list right now. I mean, obviously I probably should. I mean, everything's on my cell phone, really.
Okay, does your phone back up to the cloud somewhere?
iPhone, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we'll go into your iCloud and pull all your contacts that have email addresses.
Okay.
That's
sounds
no
good.
problem.
Yeah,
anywhere you think you might have them, like even if you did, Zillow advertising, whatever, realtor.com leads, we can go get them.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in the social media aspect. I mean, most everybody that, in my circle is through the Facebook.
Uh-huh.
So, how is there
Al,
a way?
do you just Al, do you just take the article and copy the link and put it in your social media? Because that's
Yeah,
what
oh,
I've been
that's the
doing.
easiest way to do it, but we also have integration with the big three. So you can
Okay.
literally just click on it and it automatically goes without a link. All the graphics, all the contact information show up with the article on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
Okay,
and
so
everything
that's
else
on,
is
that's
share
on
code.
like that's on the site somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, every article has a share button, and when you share it, it says, where do you want to share it? If you already have your
Oh.
Facebook open, it's about 8 to 10 seconds
Okay.
to get an
Okay.
article on there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Next
Yeah, I
question,
like
please.
that.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
No, you're good. I was just
Oh, all right.
commenting that, you know,
So let's
I
go back.
very
How
much
many,
like the
how many are on
Facebook.
the call? How many are in the office now?
I
You
got
know-
3 here right now.
You got 3 there.
Mm.
Let me write something down here. Hold on a second. Neil, I know you're interested. That's one. If the other 2 want to join, we could drop the 60 down to 50 and save you another $120, which is $10 times 12 months, okay? So if I can get 3 agents to subscribe, because we already have Darren and Eric, and one other one I know is coming on, that would be 6. So I can drop that 60 down to 50 if we can get you 3 agents to say, hey, let's try this thing out. You could always cancel and you always get your money back. Okay, so we're making this pretty easy to decide because, you know, come January 1st, agents roll out of bed and they say, oh, I'm going to do something different this year. Well, what are you going to do different than you did, do last year? They don't have the answer, right? And it's usually, oh, I want to do a better job of staying in touch this year. Well, you can't without systems, whether it's my system or you build something yourself, that's okay. But we know what kind of content consumers want because we send out about 5 million of these every month. So we know what they're clicking, sharing, et cetera, et cetera. So I'll get Eric. So Eric took care of the 99. We're taking that 60 down to 50. Does that make any sense for the other people in the room there, Neil?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ready to commit today, but I'll definitely view it and take a look here.
All right, here's the only comeback I have on that one is, this is, and I told Eric this 2 weeks ago, and we put these together. This pricing matrix I'm giving you is only good in November. And here's why. In December, we charge full price because we can get it, because all the agents want to do something, get it up, ready, running for January. So they call us in December and they want it done now. They're paying full rate, which is the 69 per month plus the 99 setup fee. Okay. I just wanted you to know that. We'll work with you anytime you want. But you can't get that same deal because we locked it in for November. That makes
Sure, I'll
sense?
let you know by the end of tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll work with you at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We can start building your database whenever you want to do it. But how about the other 2 in the room there?
Carrot?
I gotta think about it.
I think we're all in the same boat here. We'll let you know by the end of tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, 3 you come in, then we can drop that down to $50.
Sounds good.
All right, any other questions? So Neil, would be yourself, and I don't know who else is in the room there.
You got a Karen Madoni in the room.
And who's the third one?
Shaler.
Shaler?
Yep.
Okay. All right, well, I'll send you guys an email tomorrow morning to remind you that you have to make a decision, and you don't have to, if you're busy tomorrow, you don't have to do with this, just say you're in, and we'll worry about the credit card later on. All right, any more
Sounds
questions,
good.
please?
Yeah. What's the monthly cost then now?
It's going to be
If they do?
$50 a month.
I'm sorry, 50.
Yeah, if I can get these 3 to, Neil, Karen, and Shaler, we'll knock it down to $50.
So 50 setup fee, 50 per month. Okay.
No setup fee.
Oh,
We
no
already took
setup.
care
Oh,
of that.
no setup fee. Oh,
Because we put this deal together, remember that half-hour negotiations we did? You're a shrewd bargainer, let me tell you.
yeah.
So and there's never a setup fee on the quarterly plan. So the quarterly plan, as you can see, saves you $80 over the monthly plan.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you guys want to talk to me a little bit about what I was actually doing this for a year, and then I stopped for a month and I realized I made a big mistake and I started back up again because it's like, for me, it's a no brainer. It's like, I can't even buy coffee for less than $50 a month. So anyhow, that's just my 2 cents. It's, for me, it's worth it.
And then
Yeah.
Darren's gonna send this to everybody else in the office, and then what you're up against then is if everybody wants to put their email addresses in at one time, you probably want to get 100% of your list in and protect it. So that's sort of the first mover advantage or early opportunity, whatever you want to call it. Because there's parts of New Jersey, we don't even sell this anymore because we have entire towns locked up with the email addresses. Okay,
Hey, thanks for dropping on, guys. I actually have to run. I have another call in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I'll follow up with you, Al.
yeah, okay, thanks,
And
guys.
then Shayla, Karen, if you guys have any questions, call
Yeah,
me.
let me give you my phone number if you've got any questions or else if Eric can't answer them. My phone number is 570-510-3507 over in Scranton, 570-510-3507. Okay? Enjoy the
Got
rest
it.
of your day. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I said, I got it.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Al.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.